Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another Ark Survival Evolved video. Today in this video, folks, I'm going to show you on the Aberration map how to tame the Roll Rat. Now, the Roll Rat is a passive creature, and that means you will need to tame it passively. It does wander about and it does not aggro on you, but you will also need, of course, to craft a saddle in order to ride it. So let's have a look at what you will need for the saddle. Let me just find it first. I am slightly warm here, so I'm going to remove some of this armor. Try and cool off a tad bit. So this is the saddle right there. You can see it does have a durability bar, so that does mean that unlike most creatures, the Roll Rat's saddle will take damage. Now it takes damage when you roll the rat, basically, and this is what you'll need. So you need to be level 58, and this is what you'll need to craft it. It does require the green gems, and you can craft it in a smithy. It is a bit expensive to craft. And why do you want a Roll Rat? Well, it isn't a good damaging creature, but it is excellent when it comes to harvesting wood, and of course you can also use it to harvest berries and mushrooms. So I'm just having a look around to make sure the area is clear. As you can see, I have cleared it out for this. As I said, it is a passive tame. You will need honey for this. Now, honey you can find in beehives. There is one around here. I did scope the area out as I was clearing it. Make sure there are no ravagers and other nasties around. I know somewhere up there are some ravagers, so I need to keep an eye out for them. They might end up coming down here. There is the giant beehive right there. Now you can go and either tame the giant bee. I have a video for that. You can build a trap around it and tame the giant bee, or you can just basically interact with the hive and get the honey that way. But when you do that, do bear in mind that the bees will become aggressive and will attack you, so you will have to fight. Also to bear in mind is that the honey does spoil fairly fast. So when you have the honey and you're ready to tame the giant Roll Rat, all you need to do is just follow it around, wait for it to dig. It will dig itself underground. Make sure you have the honey on your hotbar. As you can see in the background, it has dug itself underground. Now, one thing to keep in mind right here is if you throw it basically wrong, as you can see the honey's right there on that side, it will attract other creatures. I'm not going to pick this one up just to show you what happened. The bulb dog has eaten it. So you want to throw the honey right in the middle of the mound where the Roll Rat has dug it. That will bring the Roll Rat back up. It will consume the honey and you will start taming it. I'm just going to get rid of this wonderful creature right here. Make sure we don't have any complications. We'll wait for it to dig again, and once it has dug itself in, I will show you the proper way to throw the honey at it. It is a fairly easy tame. Honey is plentiful here on Aberration, and of course you can find the Roll Rats in the green biome, so the biome that I'm in. They are plentiful. Right, it has dug itself in. Let's throw some honey. This will bring the Roll Rat back out. Now, another thing to know about the Roll Rat is when it brings itself out naturally without you throwing honey, it will bring up some gems. Do not pick up those gems because the Roll Rat will aggro onto you, and when it does that, it will lose all taming effectiveness. So do not touch those gems. I'm just going to sort out those ravagers that I was on about earlier. I'm going to help those herbivores deal with them. I'm going to have to be careful right here not to hit any of the herbivores. We don't want to pick a fight with them. We just want to help them out so that they can get rid of those nasty creatures. Seem to be doing just fine right now. So I'm listening out to the digging sound that the Roll Rat makes as I am scoping out that area. There we go. That looks okay. It looks like the Ravagers lost the fight. Time to give the Roll Rat another bit of honey. And as you can see, it will take quite a bit of honey to tame it. I have it on normal taming multipliers, so it does take a bit of time and patience. I'm going to get some more honey ready for the next time it digs itself back in. Now, one thing to keep in mind with the Roll Rat is sometimes it is derpy and it will want to go for a swim. When it goes for a swim, there is a bit of a problem. It will most likely drown. So I'm going to show you with the super spyglass what happens. You can see the oxygen is depleting on the roll rat. Although its back is out of the water, its head isn't because of how it's designed, and as a result it starts to drown, and then it just gets itself stuck in a rock. So this is slightly problematic. Now my roll rat has done this for the second time, and because that roll rat did that for the second time, it lost taming effectiveness. So I'm going to try and break it out. Now the problem with this is you may accidentally end up hitting the roll rat as you break the rock. And I'm going to try and be careful and time it here. Whoops. And there we go. I did hit the roll rat, which means no taming bar. Now I do have God mode on, so I can show you that the taming bar has reset whilst it is aggroed. And there's no point in trying to tame this one because you still have lost the taming effectiveness. It does dig itself back in and then back out, and we're back to square one. Now this is after about half an hour. So once you have your roll rat, put the saddle on it. It can carry up to 3 people. That includes the person driving the roll rat. What can this thing do? It does have a basic bite attack, but it also does, with that basic bite attack, harvest, as you can see, mushrooms, wood, fungal wood, and thatch. It does also harvest berries. Now one thing to know about the roll rat is it does have an 80% weight reduction on wood and fungal wood. So I'm just going to show you that right there, which is a big thing. That means you can harvest wood like crazy with this. That is its main utility here on Aberration. It does also have a very interesting skill. I say interesting because it doesn't do a lot of damage, but you can outrun pretty much anything and everything. You just have to be very careful. Now, 2 downsides of the roll rat is, first one, it is not maneuverable. It gets stuck in just about everything. You got to watch out for the cliffs and the edges because you can get stuck in them, which is a bit of a pain. And the second one is that the saddle, as I said before, does take damage. It only takes damage when you do this thing and roll and hit creatures or break stuff. As you can see, it will break stone. It does not harvest anything, but if I bring up the inventory, you can see that it started to take durability damage. That means you will have to repair it, but also keep an eye out on how much durability you have left on the saddle. Otherwise, you can end up in a bit of a trouble spot. So especially with the Ravagers. As you can see, it does do damage, but if you get stuck on a dino, it will unroll itself. So you got to be careful with that as well. I would say the best utility for this ability is to just get away from things. And so, yeah, just to kind of show you that it does unroll itself after a while. It doesn't do that much damage, especially on a creature that is as tanky as a Parasaur. So, I'm trying to turn around. Its turning radius is really awful. Now I'm stuck between a wall and a rock, and I can't even go into a roll. So that is something to look out for. I'm going to try and get myself unstuck here and make a quick escape. And that's pretty much it. I guess this is a good harvest creature. It is fast when it comes to getting away from trouble. So that is its biggest perks right there. Plus it harvests wood really well. That is pretty much it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links that, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.